Do you think any kind of utilization of the police is a form of white privilege or racism?
I think it is a form of white privilege.
Hi, this is Matt Miller with the Daily Call of the News Foundation. Today I'm here in Black Lives Matter Plaza in downtown Washington, D.C., asking people, do they think it's racist to call the police? Let's go see what they have to say. Is it racist to call the police?
Yeah, it's racist to call the police. Hell yeah, I'm a hoodlum.
In any circumstance, you think?
Hell yeah, it's a code to this, man. Like, you cannot be snitching on nobody, man. That's not what we do out here.
I think a lot of times the police are called in racist situations.
I mean, it depends on the situation. Like, if you see a black person or a person of any race, and you think they look suspicious because they're just walking, yeah, that's racist because you're obviously racially profiling the person. But if you actively see a crime taking place, that's different. No, I don't agree with that. There's bad people like child molesters and badass people that be doing foul ass shit. So they
call the police on?
Yeah, of course. Of course, they're hurting kids. They're hurting people that don't deserve to be hurt.
Is it okay ever to call the police, or is that? Would you say that that's racist to do?
Is it okay to call the police? I think so.
Yeah, it's fine.
It depends the situation.
It's okay?
Yeah.
What would be a situation where you think it's not okay to call the police? It might be racist.
If you see a minority, if you see that they're dressed in an uncomfortable way for you and you feel threatened, that would be racist.
Like if there's an emergency or there's any type of trouble?
Yeah, like in any situation, because the Black Lives Matter movement has largely defined the police as a racist institution. So in that case, would it be racist to call the police or utilize them in any way?
I don't think so.
Okay, you think there's some circumstances?
Yeah, I mean, the police is essentially for public safety, right? And to help instill law and order.
Yeah.
So if there's a need for it, I don't see, why not?
The Black Lives Matter movement has largely defined the police as a racist institution. Do you think any kind of utilization of the police is a form of white privilege or racism?
I think it is a form of white privilege to be able to call the police and know that they're not going to misinterpret the situation or hurt you.
Do you think that all races are able to call the police safely and get help when they need it?
No,
Only white people, you think?
of course not. But there's implicit bias inside that. So it's not equality.
Let me ask you guys, if somebody was breaking into your house, would you call the police?
Yes, because I would feel threatened. But I feel like I'd have to state that the owner of the house is black and that black people live in the house in order to feel completely safe about the police coming.
It might be white privilege, but I don't think it's racist. Like, I don't know, that's a very hard question. Yes, technically, yes, because that is a form of racism.
So the Black Lives Matter movement has defined the police as a racist institution. Do you think, if somebody was trying to break into your house, would you call the police?
Yes, of course.
So do you not agree with that sentiment that the police are inherently racist?
I don't believe that. I think that's too far-fetched. I think there's definitely a middle ground. It's not one way or the other.
So we've asked a handful of black people out here today, would they call the police if somebody was breaking into their house or trying to attack them? And they said, absolutely. Like, step one is call the police. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that they're wrong because why would I speak over them? But I'm also aware that, I have white privilege and me calling the cops, I'm aware that they're not going to hurt me, so.
So if somebody was trying to break into your house, would you call the police?
Most likely, yes.
Okay. All right, thank you so much.
I think they do serve a good, public service.
So if somebody was trying to break into your house or steal something from you, whatever, would you call the police?
I definitely will. Yes, I will.
Karen calling the police on someone?
Well, yeah, that could be one situation. Is that racist?
Absolutely. The park scene was racist. It was an overreaction based on not being comfortable with someone who's of a different color.
Do you not agree with that the police inherently are racist?
Very situational. I'd like to consider myself anti-racist, but if someone intruded my home, regardless of their color, I would call the police.
Yeah, that's racist, bro.
Even if somebody like attacked you or tried to
Hell
steal
yeah.
something from you?
I'm gonna handle that myself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a street man, so you know I'm gonna handle this in a hood fashion way. You know.
I don't think they're all
I
racist.
agree with the Black Lives Matter movement, but I also don't think that we can say every police officer is racist.
You think that most of them are racist, or is it a small minority?
I don't know, it's tough. I don't know.